You'll find several new filters in Final Cut Pro 6 which will enhance your project and ease your workflow. For example, have you ever had to manually create an earthquake effect by adding 100 keyframes to shake the image? Well, let's take a look at what's waiting for you in the Distort category of video filters. Not only can you create an earthquake automatically by adding this filter, you can control its intensity as well. You can even change the epicenter. Notice there are 3 new categories: glow, tiling, and time. From the tiling category, let's drag the kaleidoscope effect onto one of the SeaWorld clips and take a look at it. Several new filters have been added to the Stylize category of filters. Let's apply the line art filter to a clip. Now the image is represented as line art. Well, let's open that clip to look at this filter's parameters. You can explore this filter more on your own. For now, let's look at the mix parameter. You'll find this parameter in most of the new filters. Let's change the mix to 70%. Now you see 70% of the effect and 30% of the original image. To see all the effects available in Final Cut, right-click under the Name column in the Effects tab and choose Show All Effects from the shortcut menu. Now let's look at the blur options. You notice that some filters are duplicated. That's because some of these filters are native to Final Cut and some are available via Motion. Motion's effects are created using Apple's Effects Plug architecture, while Final Cut's effects use Effects Script plugins. You can tell which effects are being shared with Motion by looking at the Effect Class column in the Effects tab. When Effects Plug appears next to an effect, it's a motion effect. If you haven't installed Motion, by the way, you won't see or have access to the Effects Plug plugins included with Final Cut Studio. Effects shared with Motion have slightly different filter options. You've already seen the mix parameter on the line art effect. Let's apply 2 different bevel filters to a clip and compare them. Notice when we do this, the parameters are the same, except for the mix parameter of the Motion bevel filter. Also, the way the default percentages are displayed is different, but the value is still the same. When you look at one versus the other, they both look the same. But having that mix parameter gives you the option of adjusting how much of that bevel effect you want to see in the image. There are additional effect support in Final Cut 6 that involve generator clips. First, you can apply a speed change to generator clips. Let's look at a simple text clip. This clip is 10 seconds long and has keyframes that move the text on and then off the screen. Each move is 3 seconds long. If you're not happy with the speed of this clip, you can change the overall clip speed as you do any other clip. Let's change the speed to 200%, which will make the clip 5 seconds instead of 10 seconds. When you play the clip again, the text moves on and off faster, and you didn't even have to change the keyframes. You can also apply a variable speed change to generator clips as well. A second feature that's helpful when working with generated items allows you to automatically open the Controls tab of a generator clip as you make the edit. To review, you typically edit a text clip, then double-click the clip to open it in the viewer, then click the Controls tab to make text changes. Let's undo that edit and do it a new way. Select a text clip again, and this time begin to drag the clip to the timeline, then hold down Option-Command before you release the clip in the timeline. The clip automatically opens in the viewer, and the Controls tab is automatically selected. You can also edit regular clips this way as well. There are a few more features that help support the effects editing process. For example, if a render bar appears in the timeline as you're editing clips or applying effects, you can roll your pointer over the render bar to see a tooltip of why the clip can't play back in real time. Also, when you open the video scopes, you can adjust the brightness of the signal display as well as the brightness of the scale. You can also control-click on the scope to change the display to green or make other changes to the display. Different displays will have different options. And in the RT pop-up menu, you can choose how many display lines you want to see. All includes all lines, including closed captioning. All lines except top and bottom do not include the upper and lowermost lines, such as closed captioning. And limited lines displays a representative 32 lines, which you can also see in real-time playback.